So I was talking to my friend a couple weeks ago, and she said she always wanted to play an instrument, and she never had the opportunity as a kid. So I thought, it's the perfect time to start playing an instrument right now when you're in college. According to the Georgia Tech study done in 2000 by Dr. Denise Gardner, she says that students who partake in a college music course is 4.5 times more likely to stay in school than some of the general student population. In addition to that, there is an article in the Houston Chronicle in 1998 that says students who take music classes have less test anxiety and less performance anxiety. And you guys might be wondering, what kind of instrument you can play if you want to play one. And the accordion is one of the instruments that you can play, because according to what's her name? Well, the president of the Accordion Association of America, she says that the accordion is one of the most versatile instruments. It's very light and portable, so you can play it anywhere, and you can also play different kinds of music on it, like jazz, classical, or any of that kind of deal. So today I'm going to demonstrate how to play the accordion. First, I'm going to tell you how to handle the instrument and some of the techniques. Second, I'm going to tell you more about the keyboard, the bellowing, and the basses. And third, I'm going to teach you guys how to play a little song. So let's get started. Okay. So this is an accordion. You want the straps to go over your shoulders, and you want to be sitting down when you play. So I'm going to sit down real quick. I hope you guys can see me. You probably won't be able to see me that much. There's also a back strap, which you put on for more support. So when you put it on, you want to have the metal part sticking outside. Not all accordions have this, but mine does. See, you also have the straps over here. These are for more support. You don't want them to be loose or too loose, and you don't want them to be too tight. You want them to be just tight enough so that the accordion isn't parallel to your body, but the bottom part is sticking out just a little bit. Alright, over here we have the bass strap. This is how you control the accordion. You don't want it to be too loose, and you don't want it to be too tight again. How do you loosen it? By the little wheel up here on top. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the little wheel on top. If you roll it towards you, it gets looser. If you roll it away from you, it gets tighter. I prefer it more tight. So a way to get it tighter, if it doesn't get that tight, is you can put a pencil or a pen right there. And how you want to hold it is you want to have the accordion keyboard up in the middle of your thigh, so it doesn't move around or rock too much if you play. Alright, so right now I'm going to tell you how to unlock the bellows. There's little latches on the top part of the accordion, and on the bottom part of the accordion. Alright, so now you have the bellows. This is how you control the sound of the accordion without moving the bellows. You don't have any sound. Like right now, if I play anything on the keyboard, you won't be able to hear it. Anything on the basses, you won't be able to hear it. You can control it, the bellows also by the air button. You don't need when you push the air button, it doesn't produce any sound. It's just if you're all the way up here at the end of the song, you can push it back in without damaging the instrument. Alright, so now to the keyboard. The keyboard is just like a standard piano keyboard. There's a set of two black keys and a set of 3 black keys, and that goes throughout the whole instrument like a pattern. So we're going to start off with the 2 black keys, but to the left of the first black key is the letter C. And what we want to do with that is we just want to put a C, D, E, F, and G. We're just going to keep with those keys right now. So I'll also first tell you that the keyboard, you can play single notes, and you can also play chords. So if I wanted to play a scale, I could just. I can also play chords. Okay, so that's the keyboard. Over here are the basses. There's a row of counter basses, standard basses, and these are just single. Let me stand up for you guys to see. These are just single notes. After that, the 3rd row are majors, the 4th row are minors, 5th row are 7ths, and the 6th row are diminishes. So single notes. So if I wanted to play a scale, just. And if I wanted to play chords, so here's C, C minor, minor, 7th, and diminished, and that's how you have that. Okay. There's also one other new bell trick. There's, you could play like with a high register and a low register. If you have the bassoon switch on, it's going to be a lower register. And if you have a clarinet switch, it's going to be a higher register than that. Like I said, we're going to just stick with C right here, and we're going to up to E. And for the basses, I forgot to tell you that since I have a stradella accordion, that's why it goes to majors, minors, sevenths, and diminishes, and it's not just all straight notes. You may wonder how I know what notes they're playing or to play. There's little grooves in 3 of the basses on the standard row. The top note, the top button that is indented is an E. The middle one is a C, and the bottom one's an A flat. So, but for right now, we're just going to stick with C major. And on top of C is a G, and we're going to stick with G and G major for that one. Alright, so now that I showed you the keyboard and the basses, I'm going to show you guys how to play a little song, and let's see. Okay, well, since that's not going to work, I'm going to show you how to play a little song. It's one button. Okay, so now it's working. Thank you. Okay. Well, we're going to learn how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay, so for the right hand, since I told you to stay on just the regular C, D, E, F, G, the right hand, how it goes, it's supposed to, okay, let me explain this a little bit. The blue line signifies the measures. There's 4 beats in each measure. The ones where there's just an empty box, you hold those for 2 counts, so I'm just going to play it for you guys real quick. So it's E, D, C, D, E, E, Alright, and for the basses, or for the left hand, we're just going to do C major, and G major. So how it sounds like, it's just going to be... measure is the only one that's different from the rest of them. Otherwise, it's just a pattern of just the bass and the chords. So if I put them together, it's going to sound like. Alright. Okay, real quick. Today I showed you how to play the accordion. I taught you a little bit of the technique, or how to handle an accordion, a little bit of the technique. I showed you the keyboard. I showed you some of the switches on the keyboard. I showed you the basses and explained that a little bit to you. I also showed you how to work the bellows. And I also showed you how to play a little song, so in case you ever have an accordion at a party or something, you could just bust it out and play Mary Had a Little Lamb. So, if you guys ever want to play an instrument and you're wondering which one to start off with, well, the accordion should be your first choice. Thank you.